guys. So it's Sunday. I don't know if I had to restart or start. Anyways, I was sick and tired of people talking about the boogers that live in my nose. So I decided to give us a different angle. There aren't any. It's just my nostrils. But I know that's awkward right now, especially if you didn't notice in the first place. We're doing Muslim and single and Muslim, whatever, however we want to do it. That's a little late. I'm supposed to be here at 8. It's 8:09, but it's Sunday, and I didn't miss a week, so I think we're doing great. I think we off to a great start. I had so many different single Muslims come into my DM, my emails, and be like, hey, Mo, can you find me somebody? Do you know anybody? So that's what this live is all about. That's why we started this live, because I'm like, well, I do have access to a lot of people. So why not make some love connections? Why not go for it? So I want to start off with the story. And before I do so, if you are interested in getting on the live, you want to be featured, you want people to know about you. Hold on, baby girl. Whoa, don't come too close. You were naked. You want people to know I'm available. I'm looking for this person. I'm ready to meet somebody. Make sure you request. I see we already have some different people requesting. I know I've already told people that they can, because they came in my DM like they were supposed to before we started the live. But the rules go, you must be Muslim. I'm so sorry. We can talk about it later. You must be Muslim. You must be intentionally looking. Gabrielle, stop it. Stop it. I'm sorry. It's me and Gabby's show, but not really. You must be intentionally looking. Hush your mouth, or you're not going to use the computer. You must intentionally be looking for a mate. And when I say a mate, I don't mean someone to date. I don't mean someone to hang out with. I don't mean a friend. I mean an actual husband or wife. Okay, that is the only reason for this live. Hold on. Yes, Gabs.
I can't find a shirt.
Oh, that's okay. It's just me and you here. Here, you can just go shirtless. Here's the computer. You have 10 minutes. When mommy yells your name, that means your time is up and it's time for bed, okay? Pick it up from the middle. From this side. You got it? Alrighty. Had to give her something to do, child. Y'all know who. Anyways, so when I bring you in here, we're going to need to know your name, your age, where you are in the world, and you cannot be afraid to show us your face, or we're not even going to talk. We don't want no surprises. We don't want no catfishing. We need to see your face. Okay? All right. So can I say peace and blessings to everyone in here? I get that everyone here is not Muslim. Some of y'all just came for the show. That's cool. However, if you want to request a live, you have to be Muslim. So let's start with the story, right? I remember when I first came back to Islam. I didn't always wear my head covering. I've been Muslim my whole life. But when I first came back to Islam, I was married. We had a beautiful home. I loved everything about my situation. And my husband at the time, my ex-husband, it was during the middle of Ramadan, so he was still a practicing Muslim. And I remember about to make Fajr one morning, and I thought to myself, like, wow, God, everything is so easy. I've got a great job. We're able to pay for our bills. I'm standing next to a man who's praying with me. The kids are well behaved. Like, oh, Ya Allah, you are perfection. I'm so happy I came back to Islam, right? I'm just so happy that I was able to get out of the dunya, get out of my own way, and start practicing again. And then I said in a prayer, God, whatever I have to do, whatever needs to be done, I want to go through one of the highest gates that I can when it's time for me to die and get resurrected on the day of judgment. I want to be one of the ones who gets to choose whichever gate I can walk through. And lo and behold, things started getting difficult for me. I didn't understand at the time, but now I'm putting two and two together, and I'm like, when you say that you believe in God, you say that it doesn't matter what happens, God, I'm always going to be here. Those tests are going to start rolling in. First, it was my husband telling me he no longer wants to be Muslim. He only became Muslim because I wanted him to. This isn't what he wants. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, my world slowly began to crumble, right? And then I started going back and forth to my job after Ramadan. And I'm starting to look around like, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. Like, all the things that I've been practicing have nothing to do with my surrounding. Everything that I'm trying to live like is opposite of the situation I'm in. So I decided not to really want my job anymore. And then that began to crumble. And then my job and no husband means less money. So then things started getting financially difficult. So I don't have a husband. Finances aren't great. Now I don't know where to go in my career. And every time I pray, I'm like, give me patience, bring me peace, make things easy. I don't want to leave you, God. And at the moment, I didn't know that these tests were going to, one, make me stronger, bring new horizons in my path. You know, I didn't know the greatness that was going to come after it. I just knew that once I told God I was down with him, everything started to get harder and harder and harder. And I had to pull on him even more. I had to pray more. I had to be more intentional. I had to, focus. I focused on him like I never did in my entire life. It still is difficult. Don't get me wrong. I ain't walked out the storm yet. It has been really, really, really difficult. But here we are. And all this time later, I did not know that this was going to come from that. But now we're doing a singles live. Hell, I'm still single. But because I'm single, talking about my experiences on social, now we have everybody ready to meet each other. I'm facilitating. Didn't see that happening. Like, it's so beautiful. Goodness gracious. Stay focused. Stay on your path no matter what. He got you. You just got to ride that ride. Now, I want to shout out to the people who is making a love connection because I see y'all. I'm in Tampa. Let me see. DI Legal Empress says she's in Tampa. Hood said I'm located in Georgia, own my own publication company, and I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, Hood said that. We might have to feature you. You want to come in on our live? Oh, because you done added naturally. Let me see what naturally connected look like. Hey, sis. Is you making a love connection in the comments? Hey, girl. Oh, I see you. Oh, you gave the brothers the salams. Oh, y'all better stop. Listen. Make sure it's halal. Make sure you have pure intentions going into that situation. Make sure you have a wali or a man somewhere behind you who has your back, who's letting these brothers know you ain't come to play. And if that's what you came to do, please get off my line. Okay? Just because he says he is Muslim does not mean he's practicing the way he's supposed to practice. So beware, be careful, and calm the hell down. Don't go full throttle. Okay, guys, let's get this thing started. I have a couple of people already queued up. If you would like to come in, I always like to start with a girl. I might start with a guy this time, though. But you have to be Muslim. You have to be single. You have to be actually looking for a mate. Come in. Request to come in. Salam alaikum. I sent a message a few days ago about possibly featuring my business. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sumaya. My bad, girl. Hit me up again, okay? Hit me up again and we'll feature your business. I'm actually wearing one of the businesses I'm going to feature this live. It's called Zahra the Label. If you're a Muslim woman looking for some great modest wear, I love this line. It's comfy, it's cozy, it covers you. So I'm going to make sure I tag Zahra the Label after we get started. Vernon Smith, I see you have requested to join, and I'm not judging, but are you Muslim? Your Avi doesn't suggest, your name doesn't suggest, and I don't know. Hey, Tech, get better, okay? I know you're dealing with some things right now. But Vernon, if I click you into this live, and you're not Muslim, I am going to have to drop you, okay? I know you guys like to explain your way out of it, but there is no explaining. If you are not Muslim, you cannot shoot your shot here on this live. You cannot tell the world about you because I need my Muslim women to be with my Muslim men because that is actually a rule that we have to live by. So Vernon, if you accept this live, I need you to be a Muslim man. Okay? And if you're a woman who would like to join after Vernon, I need you. Muslims have Christian views. Mr. Two-Shot, I know it's a question, but what you mean? I mean, I guess they're similar, but we're talking about equally yoked. We're talking about I don't have to explain to you why I have to get up every morning before the sun. We're talking about that. Naturally connected. You want to be featured. Hood said that y'all want to see each other live. Looks like Vernon is not accepting. I appreciate your honesty, Vernon. Thank you so much. Naturally, I have just added you, sis. I see you making a connection. I would love to talk to both of you out loud if you guys would give me the honor. You declined. Let me guess, you're not ready. That is always our girls' excuse. We not ready. I have so many girls who come in my DMs, but then on the day of, they all chicken out. They're like, wait, no. Okay, I'm gonna do next time. And I'm like, okay. Okay, let me see. Naturally connected. Who were you talking to? What was his name? Hold on, let me go back down because y'all really going back and forth over here. And I love it. I love it. Oh, that's right. Hood said that. You want to introduce yourself? Are you bold? Do you want to see if naturally, I forgot your name, would actually appreciate you in real time? You know what? I'm about to search your name and we're going to see if we can pull you into the live. Hood said that. Okay. Author Hood, we have invited you in. I hope you're Muslim, single, and ready to talk to us about who you are and what you got going on. I wish there was a faster way to do this, but it seems like everyone is so ready before the live. But when the live comes, everyone's like, okay, wait, no, I can't. I'm like, are you doing this talking? All you doing is just telling us who you are and what you got going on. It's okay. It said that, are you going to join us? Oh, he said he's about to pray. Did I miss that? What part of the world is he in? Amina, are you letting me know what he said? Amina, you want to join the live, sis? Come on, Fred. I'm just tapping people. So if you bold, if you ready to talk to us, it's my great. Mine didn't take off. Amina, girl. So both of y'all. Well, you guys, listen. If y'all don't want to do this, we don't got to do this. Like a teacher say, hey, listen, I don't got to be here. You stuffing your face. What you eating? Girl, put your plate down and talk to us. That plate's still going to be there. All we need is 10 minutes. And your Abby is too cute. I want to see what you look like. If y'all want to see what Amina look like, raise your hand. If y'all want Amina to join the live, raise your hand. You bold. What's the topic? Okay. Fresh boy. Let me go back through the list. This is a Muslim single live. You must be Muslim and you must be eligible and ready for marriage. Eligible and ready for marriage. If you are joining the live, you are here and you want people to know that you are looking. Okay, thank you, Yola City. If you want Amina to join the live, raise your hand. If you want Amina to put her plate down so she can talk to us, raise your hand. So if that is you, you can join Q. Some of the people in Q, I'm sorry if I'm being that way, but you don't look Muslim. And when I say look, I mean like the Abby doesn't suggest that you're someone who I would want to mate with another person. Sometimes you won't even get a job because your social doesn't look right. Vernon, are you back? I'm sorry, but you don't look. Okay. I'm just gonna take a chance on y'all. If you're not Muslim, I will pull you out. Okay. I'm gonna keep my notification on. Thank you, sis. Amina, don't do us like that, friend. Uh-oh, who did we get? I'm sorry, I've been just hitting people. Hi, who's joined the live? Hello?
Hello.
Hello? Should I drop whomever this might be? Who is this? It's not showing me a name. Oh, it's Brian. Hi, Brian. Brian, you have a bad phone connection? Can you hear us? Brian, you got 3 seconds, so we're going to have to drop you on out, Brian. Uno, dos. Oh, you laughing. Oh, so you're here.
I'm here, yeah. My phone breaking up.
Oh, your phone's breaking up.
Yeah.
Oh.
My phone is breaking up. I'm gonna use my other phone. I don't know how to get on there.
Okay, Brian.
Okay, hold on. I'll connect with the other phone.
Okay. If you believe Brian, raise your hand. You heard that countdown. Listen. Let me be honest. So I come from a radio background. Okay, I've done news, I've done live shows. This does not scare me. So I understand if this is scary for other people. I get it. Don't get me wrong. Okay, but there's nothing to be afraid of. You are literally just telling me your name. You and I are connecting. Once you get over the fear of other people can see me, it's just a conversation. Okay, my group just came in for me, but I'm not praying right now. So yes, Mr. Tushada, you do have to be Muslim. All right, Brian, you have requested us again, and you did say assalamu alaikum in the comments. So at the very least, we do know you're Muslim. Muslim women, please get ready for me. Don't make me come hunt you guys down. Don't come to me after the live and say, I wanted to be sis. It's okay. Just join the live. You have to put the work in even when you're praying. Brian, can we see your face? Do you have a light somewhere in your vicinity?
Like you want to see my face? Yeah, I'm gonna show you my face.
Of course, we want to see the face. Come now, let us see. Oh, there you are, Brian. Yeah.
How are
Are
you?
you at work?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
I just wanted to touch bases, and
Are you Muslim?
Wa self. Yes, I am Muslim.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Rahman Tola Ram Kutu.
How long have you been Muslim, Brian?
10 years.
10 years. Subhanallah. Why did you choose Islam?
I love Islam. Before I became Muslim, I was in Islam as a 5% or so. That didn't work out for me. It's something. I felt there's something else.
Nina, leave him alone, okay, sis?
Yeah.
Sorry, someone's trying to try your salams that you just gave. We knew what you were trying to say.
Yeah, I'm a little tired, so yeah.
Oh no, you had a long shift.
Yeah, but I just wanted to touch bases because I seen a lot of Muslim. Anything Muslim I look at.
Are you single, Brian?
Yes, I am. I'm a single father.
Oh man, are you looking for a wife to complete half your deen?
Eventually, yes.
Eventually, that's quite a word. So you're not ready for marriage right now?
Well, I'll put it this way. I'm being patiently who I choose to be the one that's going to be my wife because I have a child. She's only 10 years old, and gotta understand that. I don't know how to put it, but I just don't bring anybody into her life. You know what I mean?
Okay, I can appreciate that. So, outside of the fact that you were being very careful with your daughter, is she the only reason that you use a word like eventually?
Well, basically, yes.
The only reason. Everything else, you're good to go. You're able to support a woman. You're able to care for her mentally.
Of
You're
course. I'm a cook. I work. I work hard. Of course, I can support a woman.
Okay, Halima wants to know, where do you live, Brian? Where in the world are you, and how old are you?
I'm 53. I'm in Chattanooga,
Tennessee or Georgia?
Tennessee.
Oh, okay. So Tennessee, what are the Muslim women like in Tennessee? How come you haven't already made it? When
Well,
was your last marriage?
I came from New York. I've been here probably like 8 months now. And I've been to the mosque over here, and I really haven't interacted with a lot of Muslim women. I've interacted with the men, as far as praying and stuff, but I haven't really interacted with the women yet.
Are you waiting, or you're choosing not to?
Well, I'm waiting until I get settled in where,
How long have you been in Tennessee?
8 months.
Okay, you just got there.
Yes.
Okay. And in New York, did you not find a woman that you felt like was quality enough for your daughter?
She wasn't Muslim, so it didn't. I mean, we knew each other for years, and it wasn't right and then I got custody of my daughter, and it felt like I don't know how to put it, but it felt like she was jealous of my daughter. You know what I mean?
Oh
So
no.
I got my daughter about that situation. So here I am, me and her.
Interesting. Okay, so let me ask you this, Brian, because we have a sister who might be interested in you. I'm not going to shout her out, but it looked like someone already peeped it, and so did I. If you do have women who are interested in you after this live, are you going to pursue them?
I would.
Even though you used a word like eventually, because I don't want you to
That's
play with
because I
anybody.
would have to get to know them, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you are in a position to get to know women.
Yes, I am. I'm single.
Yes. However, we want to be intentional about when we begin talking with someone. So if we're not looking for marriage right now, we don't want to play around, right?
Right. I understand. I totally
So
understand.
are you
I
ready?
was, matter of fact, I was talking to the brother yesterday, Khalil. The brother Khalil, he was like, you're not around Muslims enough to, because I work all the time. So
Mm-hmm.
he's like, you got to go around them. Because I said, I want a Muslim wife. I don't want. And he said, well, go around Muslim wife. Muslim women.
Tell Brother Khalil you are a smart man.
Well, he just got back from Morocco, and
On his
he's
thing,
that's
he ain't playing around.
yeah. Actually, he's the one who gave me my shahada 10 years ago.
Okay, well, I appreciate him, and he is absolutely right. You know, it's difficult when a Muslim gets with someone who doesn't understand their deen, their religion, their way of life, which is why I only allow Muslims to come on these lives,
Yeah.
because I want to make sure that we give ourselves the best possible outcome right when we get started. So
Exactly.
let's move to what Brian is looking for in a wife who is Muslim.
Partnership. I don't know how to describe it. I want someone who, I don't want a slave or nothing like that. I just want a woman that's gonna be on my side and have my back and genuinely want me to succeed, as well as if I succeed, she succeeds. You know what I mean?
So what you mean? Why don't we start off with you don't want a slave, but
Because they look at, I don't know, the people look at when you deal with Muslims and the places I've been, like I was in Corning, New York, and they didn't accept my religion too tough there. You know what I mean? Because everybody was in Christianity, and they said, "Oh, well, when you have two wives, you have nah, that's not necessarily what goes down with Muslims." Because I went to I used to go to the mosque in Elmira, and I met a lot of brothers, and it just was different, because there was a lot of white people that didn't like. I was in that area anyway that didn't like our.
so Brian, what you're speaking on is people's perception of what
Yeah,
Islam is when you say you
yeah,
don't want a slave.
yeah,
Because they assume that when a woman gets married now she's got to bow down to her husband.
yeah. I don't want.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see. Okay, the circle.
Yeah, I'm sorry for what I'm. Like I said, I'm kind of tired, and
We got
I just really,
there, folks.
I, yeah. But I
Okay.
want to, I'm gonna reiterate on that. I just want a partner. I want a partner that's going, a wife.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking
You want a
for a
partner.
wife. Yes.
Okay.
That.
And does she have any specific age ramifications? Does she have to move where you are? Like any type of things that you want to
Well,
make sure?
here we go again with eventually. Eventually, I mean, we should stay in the same home.
Okay.
Eventually we should stay in the same home in the same town, and coexist with each other. That's like, now that's mandatory.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know what I mean, but
Okay.
yeah.
Halima said, I'm very submissive and take care of home well. I'm fully employed and I'm 42. Halima, girl, you better shoot some.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah.
Okay, so Helen, can we bring you in? Can you please get yourself ready? Because I'm sure Brian would love to even see what you look like, what you present like. And any other man here who is looking for a woman who is submissive, take care of herself, 42, got a job. Halima, get yourself ready, friend. We about to bring you in. Period. Brian, before we let you go, is there anything that you would like a Muslim woman to know about you who might be watching and interested in you?
I'm just a hardworking brother. I pray and I take care of my child. That's basically it.
Hardworking brother who prays and takes care of his child.
Yes, ma'am.
Looking for a Muslim woman to complete this family unit.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, Brian. Everybody, y'all give your applause for Brian. We appreciate you.
And thank you for having me on your show. But anybody can reach me. You see my credentials on there.
Absolutely. Because after this live, I'm going to tag Brian. And anyone who comes into your DMs, Brian, please be respectful of her. You are the man, you are the leader, you are the one who she is putting her trust into to make sure you take care of her the correct way, okay?
Of course.
Okay, Brian.
Have a beautiful night. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, you guys. Please clap for Brian. We loved. He did a great job. I could tell he was a little shy too. You guys, don't worry about being shy. We are all shy. Only me. I'm the only person who does this all the time. Okay? Yes, make it, girl. Hold on, guys.
Can I have the pudding?
I thought you said you didn't want the pudding.
I want to taste it.
Okay, taste a little bit. And then it's time. Hold on, turn around. Then it's time for bed, okay? Okay, go ahead. That was fun. I loved Brian. Okay. Yes. Y'all, do me some slaps and some snaps for Brian. He was very well put together. You could tell he's not being extra for the camera. That was him in his raw form. And that's what we're looking for. We don't want you to be something that you're not. We want you to be exactly how you are. So whomever is attracted to that comes for you. That's the purpose. Simple. It's easy. We're not overdoing it. We're just like, hey, I'm this person, looking for that person. These might be difficulties in my life, looking for someone who understands and is willing to work that with me. And then we're getting married. We're not doing that dating stuff. We're not going to get to know each other for 2 years, 3 years, 6 months. Calm down, okay? Get to know enough about a person. Pray that this is the right person. Listen to those signs that God brings you. Put your trust in God, not the person. Get married, okay? Period. That was exciting. I put my food down, putting my hair up. Okay, Amina. You guys, I think Amina's going to join us. How exciting. Okay. Oh, Bougie Blanco is in here. Uh-oh. What did I do? Did I mess up the filter? Did I put a filter on myself? How the hell did I do that?
It's my turn.
Girl, what happened to my face? Ah!
Hold on, look, I'm getting on.
Hello?
Okay.
Hey, girl. Hey. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited.
Oh my gosh, you look so cute. I love your outfit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so tell us your name, where you are in the world, and tell us your age.
My name is Yahanara. I'm currently in Virginia, and I'm 37.
Ooh, 37. We love. So you told me in our DMs that you just came to Islam. How was that journey for you?
It's been very lonely, but it's been fulfilling. It is a lot of work to learn a lot of stuff, but it's been, I've been having really great experiences, and I just want to keep on going with it and kind of get with other people because I'm by myself. I don't have no friends, no sisters, things like that. So
unique community. Inshallah, the Imam Hassan who came last week, he's going to come on here and talk to us about how to build community. So yes, you definitely need community. I feel like a husband is a great way to start building that, because hopefully he'll bring you into his fold and he'll introduce you to his people. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Okay, so talk to me about who you are and then what you're looking for.
Okay. Well, I'm very adventurous. I'm pretty independent, and I'm by myself down here. I like to try new things. I like exploring. I'm really big into cultures of other people. Just being educated. I like to know a little bit about a lot of things so that I can always have a little something to talk about with other people and mingle with. What I'm looking for is a partner that can provide grace for me while I'm on this journey of learning. Getting more into the religion and unlearning and relearning things. Humor is really big and important to me because I love to laugh. I love to crack jokes, things like that. But when I said I was independent, I know sometimes that can scare people off. And
Right.
I swear, brothers, is all love, is all love. I definitely know how to provide grace as well and follow and be submissive.
I love.
My thing is, I just want to make sure, of course, obviously everybody's concerned about, providing that and kind of like being lost in the mix of it. But that's why I want, like, whoever I talk to, I don't really want to do, we could do small talk, but like how you said, like, we're not really here to be dating a lot.
Come
It's questions, we don't need to be scary. Again, also being up in our 30s, like, I really feel like we know a lot more of what we want.
girl.
And what we don't want, and I know what I don't want. So, honestly, like, yeah, like I really want this to be a good experience. And I'm just excited. Like,
Okay, I love. Okay, so first, everyone is already saying it. We love your energy.
thank
Give
you.
her applause for
I'm
energy.
still getting locked down, y'all.
Oh, I love. Okay, so tell me this. What was your name again?
Yeah.
Because it was.
Yahanara.
Say it again.
Yahanara. I go by like by Adia too, because I know sometimes that could be a little difficult to pronounce.
What is the origins of your name? What's your ethnicity?
I'm Mexican.
Yahanara. Okay, what does it mean?
It's pretty much the flower that grew out of the concrete type thing. It's something like similar to that.
I love.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so Reg is asking, shout out to Reg. Even though, Reg, we need to have a conversation. I was told that you happened into a DM of one of the other sisters who was here, but you did not follow through on that call. So, Reg, be intentional. Know what you're doing before you reach out. However, Reg wants to know, what do you want? Who are you looking for?
I want a partner. I want a man that is going to be able to walk me through the journey, explain stuff to me, show me, things that I can do, what I'm supposed to be doing. I've kind of been thinking, I don't know if I don't want to like kind of like be like, oh, just a revert or somebody that's born Muslim. I've kind of been going back and forth about that because now I've been noticing a lot of differences of like how they talk and the things that they say and certain stuff. So that's I'm kind of a little bit wary about that. I'm still kind of on the edge of that. But again, a partner, I would like somebody that I can trust, that we can both trust each other. We have loyalty. I know that love is not going to be good all the time. And I'm very realistic. I'm a very realistic person. I don't want to say logical because I feel like sometimes people, don't think about that. But somebody that can lead me, somebody that has goals. I don't. Finances is important, but I work as well, and I'm cool with working. But somebody that's accepting of me. I do have one child, a 16-year-old, so that's pretty much done for, whatever. But besides that, just accepting of me and being able to help me.
Okay, give me age.
Oh, I mean, around my age, in the 30s, like 35 and like probably to like in the 40s, maybe mid 40s, I'll be okay with that.
So nothing over 10 years from you.
Yeah, I think because I don't want to do too much of an age gap and then like how we mix and then maybe like culture wise, I'm Mexican American. I've lived in Mexico when I was younger and then I came to the States to be with my mother in New York. I'm originally from out there. So sometimes the culture can be a little bit difficult or just like learning. But again, I'm open to that as well. I'm not, stuck just with mine.
I love that. Okay. Let me see. Any other questions? Oh, how far are you in your Islam? What do you know? What do you want to learn from your partner?
I mean, I feel like I kind of get a little bit of pieces here and there because I don't really know what to follow. I try to go to the masjid, but with my work schedule, it kind of messes me up. But I do read the Quran. I do know how to do my prayers. Right now, I have not been able to get like through all five consistently every single day. But just, I mean, like everything, anything, I'm open. I'm ready to follow. You know, if we feel safe together, I feel safe with you. Love, please. You know, we can go together. I'll wake up every morning with you, and I'll make food beforehand.
Just help me wake up. Get me out the bed.
Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready to love on my man. I'm ready. You could come in the house and I'm taking your clothes off and I'm washing your feet. Like, I know it sounds like kind of crazy, but listen, look, and I'm not even gonna lie. Listen, I broke my back before and I was paralyzed from the waist down. Right, right after my birthday. Right.
Oh my.
Inshallah, I ended up. I'm walking. I relearned how to walk everything.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
So now it's like, I don't want to say I don't have time to waste, but I really want to enjoy my time with the person I'm with, and I really want them to like me as well and want to do that as well, because I'm gonna give my best version of myself to this person, and I want my partner to be the best version as well, so they can provide that to me, and we can do this together. So
Alhamdulillah.
That's what I'm saying.
Praise God all day and night, sis. I just love that you have come from a situation that has brought you to your knees per se, and now when you come up out of it, all you can do is praise him. All you can do is, I am sorry. I know I was messing around. I'm about to get focused. I'm about to, like, for real, do what you want me to do. I love. So before we let you go, is there anything you want him, whoever may be interested in you, to know about you?
Please make sure you come respectful speaking to me. I'm definitely very understanding. I'm very cool. I have a great personality. We can definitely chit chat about things. But again, like you said, intentions. Make sure you have that set up. You let me know what your goals are. I really want to see where your mental is at. So just be prepared that we will be having serious conversations. And, you know, don't be scary, because if I can feel that you're being scary, that's definitely going to make me want to be like,
next.
I'm good, right? But it's all up.
What you just say, I'm sorry, love, and joy. Okay, baby girl. Thank you so much for being brave. Thank you so much for coming in and being open and honest with us. We really appreciate you for giving us your time and being vulnerable with us.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum, pretty girl. Let me screenshot that so I don't not have you in here. Okay. Oh my gosh. If we loved her, give me an applause. If we loved her, give me an applause. I love how direct she was, how she was not playing around, how those games are something she was not coming for. And I just want to say this to anybody who has not made Maghrib. I'm not praying right now, so please go out. You can come back in later, but make sure this live does not stop you from making your prayer on time, okay? Because we know Isha comes right on in right after Maghrib. So if you need to go, please exit left. We will still be here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm comfortable. Hold on, let me yell at Gabby. Gabby! Good night. I might have to go to make sure Gabby get in the bed on time. Cut it off, baby girl. We're done. Okay, Imam Hassan has just clicked in, so we're gonna get another guy and another girl in real quick before we get to our Imam, because remember, we're gonna be talking about community, different ways to build community, help our community, allow our community to thrive, and what we can do as individuals in order to strengthen the community around us, because we know in order for us to thrive, our community must thrive, because those where our kids are gonna be, that's the people who we're choosing mates from, so our community is really important. So I have some guys queued up, ready to go. You have to, okay, let me repeat. You have to be Muslim. Men, You must be Muslim because our Muslim women cannot marry non-Muslim men. And if you are, thinking about the deen, please go finish studying, take your shahada, and then come back to us. But we cannot have non-Muslims. Yes, baby. Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on, baby. Don't come. Can I shut this camera? Hold on. Let me hug Gabby. She's naked right now. Give me a hug, baby. Okay, don't start playing, baby girl. Night, night. I'm gonna tuck you in when I get off live, okay? But lay down. Go. 1, 2. Are we back? Okay, we're back. I don't know what filter this is, y'all. Please bear with me. I did not mean to do no quiet storm, okay? But we here now. So, Amina, you're here. Okay, you guys, Amina's in queue. Amina, we're gonna get a guy in here because we just did a girl, and then we're gonna bring you in. Don't go nowhere, friend. You sit still. We are excited for you because you are a mess up in these comments. Can I get a guy? A Muslim man who is looking for a wife, a Muslim man who is able to provide for this wife and would like her in his life about nowish. Okay, we appreciated you earlier, Brian, but we don't want eventually. We're ready for her. We have this set up for her. We've been looking for her, and we are excited for the opportunity to get to know her enough to know that I want her in my life. Okay. DJ Don, are you Muslim? You've been talking a lot. Do we have any Muslim men who would like to come on in here? No, girl, don't be sweating. Yeah, it's hilarious. I can't wait to give you a hug virtually, sis. Any Muslim men, Telvin, are you Muslim? You've been a little chatty. Let me see. Musa? You sound Muslim. Hassan Tariq, you don't have an Avi. That scares me. So I probably wouldn't request to let you in. I'm sorry, Mr. Robinson. You're Muslim? Okay, well, let's let you in. I was skipping over your name on purpose. My bad. Your Avi was scaring me a little bit. You guys, men, whenever you guys do a picture, just like step a little further back, get a light, and then take the picture because we get scared.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Can we see face? You have a light around you?
Yeah, but all right. I got that light. Right now, I'm doing some therapy. I was doing some therapy for my leg. That's why I didn't want to put the light. I was in bed. But I'm all right, though. You can see me right clear now, right?
Yes. Okay, tell us your name, your age, and where you are in the world.
My name is Abdul Rahman, but they call me A.K.A. Rasul. I'm from Harlem. I was born and raised in Harlem. I'm 59 years old. But what I really want to get on here for to say is that what we have to do as Muslims when we revert and all that. But everybody's born Muslim.
Well, hold on. Before we allow you to take over the live that I have created for Muslims.
No, I want to say, okay,
with the program. I know y'all
from
New York.
Program.
Y'all like to
tell me
bossy.
Program. I ain't bossy.
I know y'all from New York and y'all run everything, but do you mind if I ask you the questions?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Okay. I apologize, sir.
Are you looking for a wife?
Yes, I'm looking for a wife. Yeah,
and you're single?
Yeah,
or are
of course.
You married?
No.
Okay. Alhamdulillah. Are you polygamous?
No. Well, I don't feel like it's not feasible today. Like see the Rasulans, they say the reason why they was doing that back in the day because of wartime. It wasn't a lot of males that people dying, so they was taking on more wives. Even nowadays, it's still a lot more women. But I just want one wife. I don't want to have a bunch of wives.
I'm so sorry my daughter came back in because that's her and that's her style. But yes, you're absolutely right. Well, sort of, because it is still feasible for some, but it's not super common. You know what I mean? We're not just able to just support 17 households. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I appreciate that. Thank you for saying it like that. So tell me who you are as a person and why a woman would want to be kept by you.
First of all, I'm a Muslim. And see, that's what I wanted to say. That's what I was going to say when you come up. When we are addressing relationship now, we gotta address it as a Muslim. We gotta be empty vessel. See, we can't look at it like in the modern day. Well, yo, what's your favorite? You 6'2", you got it. No, you find a Muslim that's practicing, got certain things. He got the house, he's available, his own place for his woman. Now we're not even supposed to date. I'm supposed to call her Wali. You're not even supposed to talk to her. See, Islamic. See, that's why people not ready for the deen. You know what I'm saying? Because you still say, I want this guy this age. No, you're a Muslim that's practicing, that knows the deen, that's going to lead you in Islam. That's what you want. Somebody that knows the deen, first of all. And then, of course, we want somebody that's not eyesore. Nowadays, we're going to look and say, oh, I like her or not. But really, we supposed to look at each other, not really have no conversation, talk to her Wali, and then they set up a date when there's somebody else there with us. Because the third person is the devil. If me and you go on a date, who's the third person? The
Come
shaitan,
on,
right?
come
You know
on,
what I'm saying?
speak.
See, I took my shahada in 1986. You know what I'm saying? So I have a little bit of knowledge. I don't have a lot. Because the Rasulullah said, he said, the knowledge out there is like an ocean. And what we can learn in our lifetime is what a bird sipping his beak. So none of us supposed to say we knowledgeable. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to say we know a little. But I know a little bit. But that's what I have to learn too. Because I'm just in a relationship like, what's her name? No, what's your Wali name? You talk to your Wali. Is she single with a kid? Boom, boom. Okay, then he come meet. You look at, oh no, I don't like when he saw. Okay, we move on. The next one. But as far as like, it's certain laws in Islam that's gonna make us love each other. I love you already. I love Allah. I love myself. So I love you. I want a wife. So I'm gonna be loving. I'm gonna be caring. I'm gonna be nurturing. I'm gonna be there. We need a growth-filled environment. You know what I'm saying? That's what's missing in the world. Because
Okay. Well, hold on. Can we breathe? Just let's pause a little bit. You are giving us a lot, and we appreciate it. Don't get me wrong.
My bad. I come on another time, but I'm just saying I'm very lucretious.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say my bad.
Okay. So let me ask you a question, and let me just get like an answer. You know what I mean?
Okay, direct.
Okay. So tell me, when you take on a woman, what is her life going to look like with you?
Well, first of all, I feel like if she got a life now, she should have a life after we get married. It depends on what she want to do. It's not like I'm supposed to be taking over her life. We supposed two people coming together, me and you against the world. I'm gonna help you support you with your dreams and you're gonna support me in my dreams. If you still dream, I'm still dreaming. I'm still doing. I got a podcast called Real Recognize, Real Convo.
Wow, love.
And I already did one segment on Mother's Day, but I got other segments that I edit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for me, like I'm gonna teach you the deen. I know the deen, and I'm gonna be a good Muslim. I hope she encouraged me to pray. I'm gonna encourage her to pray. I'm gonna encourage her to be a good Muslim first, and then everything else is just we normal people.
Okay.
So so is she gonna have luggage? I'm gonna have luggage, but we're gonna work on it, talk intelligently about it.
Are you gonna provide her rights? I'm sure you are abreast in those.
Yeah, you're talking about dowry and stuff like that. Depends what people discuss. You talking about those rights, or you talking about the marriage rights?
I'm talking about all of her rights.
See, like me personally, I think it's a false concept where they think that women lose their rights when they marry a Muslim. Man, a woman, she supposed to be running the household. She supposed to have say so. You supposed to try to make her happy. So she supposed to win in most of everything until it's something that's controversial or something that you feel like is going to bring the house down or it's going to make us lose money. You know what I'm saying? I feel like just like things like, I ain't gonna have an argument about what's for dinner, what's for TV, where we going, where we want to go. You know what I'm saying? Because you're the woman.
Okay.
I'm a man.
Okay, so you're going to make sure that one, she is well taken care of, she is heard, she is seen, and she is loved.
Yeah, love and respect it. And on it. You know what I'm saying? They say you supposed to treat your wife and respect her like you want somebody to respect your mother. Mm. And that's how you're supposed to respect your brother. You're supposed to love your brother, a Muslim brother and sister, like you love your homie. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that.
That's part of the deal.
So are there any deal breakers? Too many kids, too old, too fat? Do you have any deal breakers?
See, right now, being that my youngest child is about 29 or something like that, I really, if somebody have young children, I really don't want somebody with young children because then I'm in the stage where I want to travel. We working? I don't know. I'm open I'm real flexible. It depends on the person. You know what I'm saying? Individual. I'm not close to anything really. Like far as anything that came from the past, that's not a deal breaker. What you do after me, you come together. I have deal breakers like that. But as far as like, she got kids, she did this, she might have had this in the past, she was this. No, because we all got luck. We all have a history. You know what I'm saying?
Say less. We appreciate you. Okay. Anything you want to let her know who's interested in you about you before we let you go?
I'm trying to be a good Muslim. I'm trying to be a good Muslim. And I had dreams, I like, do things I have. And I actually shortcomings like everybody else. And I'm working to be a better Muslim every day. Every time Allah wake me up, I try to be a better Muslim. That's the only thing. I'm a Muslim first, and then I'm everything else afterwards. And I don't think for myself no more like how I look at everything. I think about Islam. Allah said, this is how we go about marriage. You go to Wali, you talk, we do it like this. That's what first we got to put on the whole armor of Islam before we start looking for marriage, because we can't be acting like we dating in the dunya. and we're Muslims.
Mm.
It's not gonna work like
It don't make you
that.
got
And
one
that's
or
what,
the other.
and,
Dunya Deen.
and I'm not judging anybody because none of us is perfect. They said only the Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and Allah know best. But we have to work on it. We have to learn. We have to study. Study to show yourself proof. Once you study and know the concept, know how you're supposed to think, then you don't have to have those problems. Nobody ain't supposed to talk to her. Or nobody. You're supposed to talk to your wali. Oh, I like that sister right there. I'm talking about that he tell her what you said. You told her that he researched your qualifications, see what, come look at your house, see what you're doing, tell her and back and forth. It's no dating in Islam.
Mm.
And that's the first thing we gotta learn. Sorry, this is not Islam. This is Islam now. This is not the dunya. This is Islam. We don't do that no more. You got to do something different.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for speaking with
Assalamu
us.
alaikum. Rahmatullah barakatuh.
Thank you for real. Thank you for your time, your energy, your vulnerability, your knowledge. Thank you
Alhamdulillah.
for coming on and being honest about who you are.
Alhamdulillah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Okay. Now, Mr. Robinson was obviously a little more chessy than a lot of the people who have come on, but that's the New York mentality. I appreciated him for calming down a little bit and still being able to give his full personality. If you liked what he was bringing, can we get some claps from Mr. Robinson? And yeah, I just read Chef Terrell's comment, like, we think we're ready for something, and then when we get more perspective, it's okay when we have decided that maybe we need to do a little more soul searching, maybe we need to do a little more reading, a little more praying. That's okay. We're supposed to have patience. Patience is a beautiful thing. So if you don't think you're ready now, I'm so happy at the very least this live was able to do something for you. But I'm excited for Amina. Before we get to Amina, I want to shout out Zahra the Label one more time. I've been wearing this all day, and everyone has been complimenting my set. It is pants and a shirt from Zahra the Label. I'm going to tag them. And if you have a small business or a big business, if you're a Muslim-owned business and you would like to get some business shout-outs during the live, you can always DM me and let me know. But literally, this is one of my favorite clothing lines out right now from Muslim, or one of the first ones I even started buying when I decided to change my closet and get some different looks. So I'm going to tag Zahra the Label, and I'm also going to put a link to one of my shops, my personal shops, in my bio, okay? If you're ready for Amina, clap your hands. If you're ready for and this is the last girl that we're going to talk to before we bring the imam in to talk to us and close out our live.
Oh my,
hey, girl.
God.
Hey.
Assalamu alaikum.
Why you cover your face?
Because I'm sweating now. I'm shy. Oh my God. I'm here.
Amina!
Oh boy.
What's up, girl?
How you doing?
Good.
I'm all right. How you?
Girl, you so cute. I knew you was going. I just felt it in my soul. I said she gonna be so cute.
Oh, thank you. Okay, you're beautiful yourself. Oh my gosh.
So we here. You made it. Yes, you did it. Everyone's giving you salams. You have to give salams back.
Wa alaikum assalam. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Oh, we love. Okay, Amina. So tell us your name, where you are in the world, and how old you are.
Okay, so I'm Amina. My real name is Antoinette. I don't know if everybody wants to know that, but anyway, I'm in Michigan. I'm close to Detroit. I'm from Jersey though. So.
Crazy girl. How old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh my gosh, we're almost the same age. I'm 32.
Mashallah.
Mashallah, sis.
Yeah.
So tell us about some things that you have. Have you ever been married before?
Yes, I've been married before. Yeah.
How was that for you?
So, I was 18 and he was older than me, so it wasn't good at all.
Do you feel like he was too controlling or something?
I don't even think that he was too controlling. I just think that because I am submissive, so like anything he told me to do, I did it. I had no problem because it was for the sake of Allah. But I just think that he had too many like emotional issues, if that makes sense. Like he didn't know himself. Like everything was a reaction. It wasn't mindful, if that makes sense.
Yes. Unfortunately, many men don't have, and women too, they don't have emotional intelligence. And when you're a leader, you have to have that to be an effective leader, because Yeah, that's a no-go. So tell me, how long have you been Muslim?
I took my shahada at my nikah with my first husband when I was 18. Um, I just took my shahada again 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. So
Oh,
yeah.
and
But
how long has it been since you divorced?
well, that's a complicated question
Are
with a
you
not so
still
complicated answer.
married?
Huh?
Are you still married?
No, 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 no. Okay,
Oh,
so you know, I just told you I just took my shahada again. I was, I guess you could say married, but it wasn't like a Muslim marriage, if that makes sense. So,
okay. You got married again, but he was Christian.
well, Jew,
Oh, okay.
but Israelite. Yeah.
Okay. So then did you start following his path? Like, did you allow him to lead you?
Yeah, I was like, I was, I guess I don't want to say down to learn, but I was down to learn because you know we're the people of the book, the Christians, the Jews, the Muslims. So I was with it. I let him lead and teach me and stuff. But when it got to a point where, sorry, I got a 1-year-old. When it got to like putting partners with Allah and different things, that's what I can't do. So if you're gonna do it right. And he wasn't doing it right. So I just was like, nope, I'm gonna go back this way. But,
Yeah, and that's why I always say equally yoked. They have to be Muslim because we know the truth, and you can't tell me anything that I already know. This isn't gonna work out.
yeah.
Okay, so I hear that you have a 1-year-old. Tell me about the baby.
She's staring at me. Her name is Jasmine. She'll be 2 in January, so she's like 1.5-ish, closer to 2.
Okay.
But yeah.
And
I have an older daughter. She's 6. Yeah.
You have an older say that?
She's 6.
Oh,
my
okay.
other daughter.
So you have 2 girls.
Yes.
6 and 1.
Yeah.
Okay. So what you're looking for? Do you want a man who
A man who what?
You tell me. What kind of man you looking for?
Oh, I'm looking for a man who knows himself. A man who is able to be a leader, but also a man who's kind. You know, like let me be myself. I'll let you be yourself. I want someone who like knows their own path. And you know, I'm like I said, I'm submissive. I do what I'm told. I don't really care because it's for the sake of Allah. If everybody's happy, Allah's happy. That's just it. But someone who's busy, very busy, because someone who got too much time on their hands, they don't. You know what I mean?
Got no money.
Well, no. Well, yeah, but no. That's not where I was going.
I thought that's where we were going.
Well, no, like someone who has too much time on their hands, they tend to be like codependent.
Oh,
like they attach themselves to you.
Always up your butt.
Yeah.
Are you into polygamy?
Yeah, it's fine with me. I prefer to have a little bit more space and time to myself. And you know, I have girls, so I definitely prefer to have that time to myself with them.
Okay, so you're okay with polygamy and you're okay with being a second, third wife?
I don't know.
Or do you have
about third
or something?
Second, yeah, but not third. I don't know. That's
3 is too much for you. You're stopping at 2.
Yeah.
It's
just personalities and stuff, and then it starts to. I just think that's a lot because you never know. Some sisters want to have that whole family dynamic, and I'm not like that. I would like my husband to treat them as separate marriages.
Okay, and that's a really good question too. Now we don't get into polygamy much on this show, but you know, it's so many different types, stages. You know, some people do like everybody come to Juma. No, y'all have y'all time.
Yeah. Yeah, that part.
I don't want to say it with everybody.
No, I'm not very social either.
Okay, so you're not as social. You like to be home.
Big homebody.
Okay, so this man who you will be interested, who Allah will bring to you, inshallah, he needs to be a complete provider because Amina would like to be home with her girls.
Yeah, and confident in himself that he can be away from me for some time because that's something that I struggle with. Like, some people can't be away from you. They are suspicious or they're like, they think that they're not good enough because you're not all up under them. You know, like, it's insecure basically. Yeah. Some people need like a lot of affection and reassurance, and I don't have that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a mother. I have it for children, but I don't have a lot of that for like. I can't baby a man. That makes sense.
Okay, so what about like affirmations? Or you just know, I'm not going to
Of
reassure you
course. No,
anyway.
I'll be your biggest supporter. Like whatever you, if it gotta go a little bit up, it gotta go a little bit down. As long as you have something that you're looking at and you're going to, and you're sure of yourself and you're confident in yourself, I'm behind you, 100%. But yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Say less. Say less. Any you guys, did I miss anything? Does anybody have any questions? I haven't been reading. Obviously, the comments are going crazy. People are saying you have a beautiful spirit. You're really sweet. Says, can you let the brothers know to message before sending your friend request? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. A message from Bougie Blanco, but we will say that in just a second after we're done with Amina. Apparently, y'all was already hitting sis up, and she's like, "Tell me what you want in the message. We're not about to keep going back and forth."
Oh, I don't know what happened. Oh.
Is that for you too? Do you have anything that you want the man who is interested in you while watching this live to know about you before they approach you, while they're approaching you?
Yes. I guess there's a few things, maybe just two or three. I am a very sensitive person. I'm not emotional, but I am sensitive. So, like, to be mindful of what you say, the things that you do, just take everything into consideration because I'm that way because I'm sensitive with the people that are around me. So I'm sensitive. Um, and I'm a mother. That's the first thing. I prefer someone with children. If they don't, they have to want children because I do want more children. I love being a mom, and that's just that. Oh, yeah, look, alhamdulillah, you already know what it is. Like children are just, I don't know. I just love children, but you already know. So
I
yeah, so
love.
they have to want children to have
Okay,
children.
so that's two things. You're sensitive, and they need to want children.
Oh yeah, just just let me be myself. Like I may go through a period of time where I don't want to do anything. I want to be in the house or I want to work on my small business, and then I might go a period of time where I want to go get an outside job. And I would like someone who's okay with that. Like now, if my husband says that that's not what's best for us, I will trust his judgment. But just let me, you know, be myself. I'll let you be yourself. With and guys with Islam, that makes
Girl,
sense.
you said a mouthful in those couple of little words right there. We give so much grace to men, but do a many give us that same in return?
Not often.
Not often, but that's okay. That's another live. We can talk about that later. Thank you for building
Thank you
up
for
your
having me.
confidence and speaking with us. Amina, you are a hero. So
I
many
am.
girls want to come in. They tell me all the time, but mom, I'm just so scared. But mom,
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
what to say. And you did
Listen,
that.
I'm literally sweating right now.
Us.
Oh, well, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. You guys, please give Amina some love. Please give her some claps, some applause, some thumbs up. Thank you so much, baby girl. We hope you have a beautiful night. Let me
Assalamualaikum.
screenshot this so I don't forget. And assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.
Waalaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Bye, baby girl. I loved her. I loved her. I loved her. There is nothing better than sisterhood. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. I think I said this in another live a little while back. The only reason so many of us cannot seem to get along with other women, would prefer people to, you know, I don't know, be the way we want them to be, is because most times we don't love ourselves. You love yourself more, you're more accepting of other people. You love yourself more, it's okay when a whole bunch of women are in the room. You love yourself more, you're able to break out of that shell and not be nasty to people, but just come off as sweet because you're good with you. That's why I love older women. Give me an older woman every day of the week. Me and her are gonna be best friends because they have a certain, it's cool. Whatever I am not. I am what I am, and I'm gonna die this way. So I might as well love me. And it's nothing better than a settling woman who is just good. She's just good. You cannot break her. It's fine. Like whatever. Love yourself so that you can pour that love back out into other people. I promise you, just however you are, you're not going to change. God made you like this on purpose, so that means you're perfect. You're good. Okay. So it is two guys, two girls. I was so in love with her. I have loved everything about you guys coming on today, and I cannot wait until next Sunday. We are going to transition right now. We're going to talk with Imam Hassan. If you guys remember last week, Mo, are you single? Yes, I am single. I mean, I sung it. It's not that great, but I'm just letting you know this is what this live is about. I got so many guys coming into my DMs after I'm giving my personal experiences about guys I'm courting, things that have happened in my life, and they're looking for love. So I'm like, hey, let's open up this live. So yes, I am still single. Inshallah, I pray for myself what I pray for you, and that is for Allah's will to be done and for him to provide you with the best spouse that he knows is best for you, not what we want for ourselves. What does God want for us? So, I mean to me and I mean to you, and God, please listen to us. Please hear us. So, thank you to everybody who's been in here. We're going to get Imam Hassan on the line with us to talk to us about community, to talk to us about ways that we can develop our own space of people, how we can improve the people that are around us by improving ourselves, I assume. But how important community is and how disappointing it is when our community is lacking things that it needs. And what can we do? What can we do to help our community grow stronger? Time for my, yes, if it's time to pray where you are, go pray. Do not sit your butt up on here on Instagram. Go pray. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
How are
How's
you?
everything?
You first.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah. I'm doing so well. It
Alhamdulillah.
was a really busy week and weekend, but
Really?
yeah, we made some money. So alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Very good. May Allah increase it for
I
next week. So I
mean,
want to open with a short dua. Bismillahim. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem wa ala alihi haqqa qadrihi wa miqdar azim. Bismillah. Assalamu alaikum and peace to everyone.
I mean,
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
well,
So you sent me a very interesting um, subject matter about the importance of community and how to create community. And wa alaikum salam to everyone. I'm not ignoring you. And that's probably one of the most important matters that we're faced with today is the lack of community life and the lack of togetherness that results from that. So we know as Muslims that it's preferred for you to pray in a jamaat, which is minimum 3, as opposed to by yourself. It's better. There's more blessings in that. So just by that simple metric, we can understand the importance of that. And then secondly, we have on the day of gathering, Salatul, on the Yom al-Jum'ah, we have Salatul Jum'ah. And for every adult male, he should leave off all he's doing and go to the masjid. Why? To be together. So this is a part of our deen, togetherness and gathering. But it's not just a physical gathering where the bodies are together. It should be a binding together of the hearts. And when those hearts are bound together, then you have explosively good things happening. So when you look back at the era, the Prophet ﷺ was physically with us on the planet, and he built community life first. His first act as the Amir al-Mu'mineen, because he had 23 years of prophethood, right? 13 in Mecca, where Islam was not established, right? 10 in Medina, when it was established. He left Mecca by the command of Allah and went to Yathrib, the city called Yathrib. When he arrived at Yathrib, it became Medina, which is the place where the deen was set forth. So it's significant to look at what was the first thing the Prophet ﷺ did as the leader of the Muslims who had power, political power. So if you ask this question to most Muslims, you'll get a variety of answers. And I'm not saying this to be snarky, but the majority of them will be wrong because they'll say, "Oh, he built a masjid. He punished some people," or just all sorts of things that reflect upon or reflect the deep ignorance that we have of who our Prophet ﷺ is in this age, most Muslims, and we'll touch upon that. But the first thing he did was created the aqd, the contract of brotherhood between the muhajirin, the people that had left Mecca and made hijrah to Medina, and the ansar, the people who were presently in Medina and helping those people who migrated to them. That's the first thing he did, was created that brotherhood between them. And that brotherhood was a very intense, deep brotherhood. I'll give you an example. So you had some Ansar who had many homes. They said to the Muhajirin, pick the house you like and take it. He didn't say, take this house. You had some Muhajirin who were not married. You had some Ansar who had multiple wives. They said to their brothers, pick the wife you want. I'll release her. This is a very intense thing. Not, I'm going to give you the one, the one who's
Oh my.
having problems with, take her. No, you pick the one you want. Such was the nature of their brotherhood. And this is the best community that we've ever known, is the Sahaba, right? 10,000 of them by, I mean, not an exact number, but an approximate number, who saw the Prophet ﷺ, who were in his presence, his companions, the best community that we've ever known. So that is the model. What did they have in common? They had in common an undying devotion to the Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And that is something that is grossly lacking in the belief system and in the practice of Muslims today, is undying devotion to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it sounds noble. It sounds good. It sounds nice. And you hear Muslims all the time say, oh man, I'm doing this for Allah. I'm doing this only for Allah. Allah, 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 Allah. But you have shahadatain. You don't have shahada wahda. It's not just la ilaha illallah. It's la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now, whatever you know about Allah, you know about him from the one that he chose to tell you everything and show you everything about him. And that's the Prophet. Allah chose him, not me, not you. He didn't choose himself. So there's something special about him. Allah says in the Quran, Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallam taslima. That surely Allah and his angels are incessantly putting prayers on the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Oh, you who believe, you do the same. And when you hear that, you have to make a salawat on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay? So this is interesting. Allah enjoins on us many things. We have 5 pillars in Islam. So we have the shahadatain. We take shahada. Allah enjoins on us salah. Does Allah make salah? No. Right? We have Ramadan. Does Allah fasting? He enjoins this on you. Of course not. Is Allah making hajj? Is he paying zakah? These are things he enjoins on us that he does not do himself. But in the case of this salawat, this prayer on the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he enjoins this on you, and he's doing it himself and all his angels. We don't know how long. It's not indicated that it ever stopped from when it started. You see? So when you do this, you're doing a divine behavior that's in sync with Allah himself. And what is this thing about salawat? You have people who are Muslims who are singing songs and repeating lyrics by people that they never met, and some of them unseemly, and then they develop love for these people. And you hear them make excuses and sometimes making dua. Some Muslim, oh Allah, please make Beyonce Muslim. They just love him so much. They want to have a complete love for that person, so maybe bring him to Islam. Really, it sounds funny, but you have people making dua for their favorite pop singer or basketball player to come to Islam. Why? Because they're talking about them all the time. So the way Allah created us, when you speak about a thing, it goes from the tongue to the heart.
Wow.
That's why you have to be careful what you're saying. Allah initiated creation with speech. He said, kun fayakun. So speech is a powerful thing. So when you're constantly putting these salawat on the Prophet ﷺ, number one, you're getting tremendous blessings from Allah. And this goes into what the subject matter is. Tremendous blessings from Allah, right? And most importantly, is when you put a prayer on the Prophet ﷺ, right? Allah makes it so that, what is this thing? Can you see me?
When
Do you
you
see that?
say this, they give you a thumbs up on the screen.
Oh, okay. Let me keep my hand away from that then. Is um Allah creates angels that carry your salawat to the Prophet ﷺ, and he responds to you by name. So now I say Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad at this instant. Right now, Allah has had the Prophet ﷺ send me back the same.
Wow.
So what's more important, what I said or what I receive? What I receive. What I said is nothing. It's just me. This is coming from the Prophet. ﷺ. So if you fill your day with this, you have tremendous blessings, and love will be engendered for you. And then when you love the Prophet, ﷺ, Allah increases his love for you. When you love the Prophet, ﷺ, you want to emulate him without even knowing why he did things. You want to do things like him. So this is the fundamental building block of community, is love of the Prophet ﷺ, which leads to obedience and love of Allah. But what happens is that most Muslims functionally attempt to circumvent the Prophet ﷺ.
And try to go straight.
How are you going to do that?
Mm.
Number one is disrespectful. Secondly, is ignorant. So you're going to make up your own way of making salah as well. Who gave you that? Who gave you the Quran? You're going to read. They have some people, they call them Qurani people. They say, I'm just going to read the Quran. I'm not going to follow the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. This is from totally shaitanic. Yeah, it's totally foolish. You must know him. How do you know him? This is where things become a bit obscured in the practice of Islam in this age. Okay? Because people think they can pick up a hadith and read and say, oh, yeah, I know about him. No, that's not sufficient. How is an unlettered man who didn't bring anything? Allah revealed the Quran to him. He didn't write it. So now you'll take an unlettered man who was not a man of books and you'll continue his way by books. It doesn't make sense. He received his tarbiyah, he received his teaching and his education from the angel Jibreel himself. Okay? Then he did the same with his close companions and the concentric circles of companions. And they did that with the Tabi'een, the ones that saw the companions but didn't see the Prophet ﷺ. And then the Tabi'een, those three generations, and on and on and on to until now by something called Sanad, which is a chain, an unbroken chain of tutelage that comes from the Prophet ﷺ till now. And this golden thread is what is by and large missing from the Muslims and prevents us from forming real communities. So you have communities form, they last for so long, and then you go back and it's like an old folks home. And I'm not making mockery of the elders. I'm just saying that the youth leave. So the elders by natural progression get older and there's no young people to continue on. And then in some cases, I know this for a fact, in some cases you go to the masjid 30 years later, it's not a masjid anymore, it's a grocery store.
Wow.
You say, now what happened to all the people that were here? Because they were enamored with a very slight reflection of the Prophet ﷺ, which was the personality that founded that community. So they become personality worshippers in a way of a man who is just a tiny shard of the light of the Prophet ﷺ. You know, anytime you see the light of the Prophet ﷺ reflected, you follow it. That's just the fitrah of every human. So every person who takes on some aspect of deen, they will reflect a little bit of that. And the more they remove themselves, their nafs themselves from it, the greater that light becomes. Until in some cases they're seeing directly the light of the Prophet ﷺ, and that's something that just carries on and on and on. So you have cities all around the world, besides Mecca and Medina, all throughout the Muslim world that were founded by people who founded that place for the remembrance of Allah and love of the Prophet ﷺ, and those places are thriving cities to this day. Massive places. So community, the building block of it is a purified individual, right? But individuals don't produce families. So couples, then families, and then that builds into community, that builds into neighborhood, which builds into city, which builds into nation. So that is in a very high level basic description how you will build community.
Imam, give me 2 seconds because I'm thankful that we are wrapping this and getting back to community. But I see Halima
Yeah.
asking a question about who you looking for. You guys, for anyone who's just joining this live, at the very end of the live, we started maybe two lives ago. Imam Hassan comes to give us more knowledge. He does not come looking for a wife. He
Oh
does
yeah,
not
no,
come
I'm not looking for a wife.
to
Thank
be
you.
a part
I'm
of
very
our
flattered.
singles live.
Yes.
Initially, he began to help us even understand the proper way to go about finding a wife, to go about finding a husband in Islam. And then it began to build. So the last live we walked out and we didn't get a chance to talk about what he's speaking about right now, which is the proper way, the best way to build the community or strengthen the community around you. Because without a strong community, you can forget finding a good husband because the community
Yes.
is poor. That means that there's not good coming from that community.
Let me
So
say
this
to
is
Sister
where it
Halima,
starts.
number one, she has nothing to apologize for because a woman came to the Prophet and asked him for marriage. And some of the companions said, how could you go and approach him like that? And he said, no, she's correct because she wasn't hypocritical. MashaAllah, she was direct. This is the, she's not, look, this is good intent. She's not in my DMs like, hey, don't tell nobody. No, she's in front of the people saying, who is this? Right? So that's a good thing. So you have nothing to apologize for. And I'm very flattered by that. Thank you. And may Allah send you an excellent man, inshallah. You'll receive that. I want to mention this, and I'm going to talk with you offline about advertisement for it. We have an event coming September 27th to 29th here,
In
right?
Alabama, where you
Yeah, on the farm.
okay.
Yes. And it's something called Molid Fest. We had it last year. It was amazing. And we'll have it again this year. And the Molid is a means by which the love of the Prophet ﷺ has been engendered and preserved throughout the ages. So what I'm talking about, we're actually doing here, right? So I'll give you some more information. Perhaps we can collaborate on an ad and maybe put it on your page, and I can do some more build up to it. But for some of the people that are in your group, it would be nice, perhaps, if they come to Alabama. The sister asked where we are. We're in Alabama, and so they could come and visit the farm and partake in perhaps many of them their very first Molid, which is a celebration of Allah sending the Prophet ﷺ. It's not a birthday party. Some people try and simplify it in that way.
what
So maybe next time,
what
yes.
happens at the event?
We recite Quran together. We do zikr together. We eat together. We read, different texts about the birth of the Prophet, ﷺ, his miracles. Most Muslims don't even know the miraculous nature of the Prophet. ﷺ. So I'll give you an example. Um, so we know, and I was thinking about this week. There's a hadith where the Prophet ﷺ advises men to marry virgins and widows. Why? Because in both cases, there's no X there creating trouble.
Mm,
Yeah. Because it's human nature.
mm.
Most men, and if we're just going to be transparent, don't mind their ex doing a little worse after they're not married, right? But if they see her doing a little better, that's not his dream scenario, her kind of taking a step
Yeah.
up. So that's when things that he wasn't previously interested in many cases, children all of a sudden become a major imperative. Who's around my kids? What you doing? And for the new husband, that can create a major problem if he's not being a man and taking his children after marriage, which is what should happen, so that the woman is free. Okay, so this is really uh much of what we're discussing here. Uh, someone said they want to come and meet us. Yeah, you're welcome. Sister Mojo will have that information. Blanco, I think. Yeah, what you have opened in this space, which again I continuously commend you on, is a space where people can have open conversations, so respectfully, about things that are really impacting us. And that's important because we don't live out of a book. The Quran isn't just simply a book. No, it's not. It's the living, uncreated word of Allah and divine instruction for how we should live that has been codified in book form. But if it was just a book, the Prophet ﷺ wouldn't have written it with his own hand. And he didn't do that.
Mm.
Allah engraved it on his heart. He only ever recited it and others
Mm.
recorded it. So it's not simply something that we just reference. It's something that is our absolute guide for how we live this life in totality, and that must be done with marriage. So the point I wanted to make about uh, his miracles is Sayyidah Khadija, who is the only wife he practiced monogamy with, radiallahu anha. This is very indicative of something, because we know that there are 4 women of Jannah, and 2 of them are relatives. So you have Sayyidah Fatima, who is the leader of the women of Jannah. That's the daughter of the Prophet ﷺ. And she's the daughter of who? Sayyidah Khadija, the mother of the believers. So mother and daughter. Then you have Sayyidah Maryam, the mother of Jesus, alayhi salam. And then you have Sayyidah Asiya, who was the wife of Fir'aun. So 4 women of Jannah. So let's look at Sayyidah Khadija. When she married the Holy Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, she was older than him, right? She had more money than him. Let me take the thumb away. Go away, thumb. So let me ask you this: if I put $100 bill up there, is some money gonna go into my?
Let's not get crazy.
That's not gonna work. Okay. Yeah. So she was previously married twice, with children from previous marriages. That's very interesting. That Allah would make that the one woman that He practiced monogamy with, and make that his favorite wife. How do we know that was his favorite wife? Because Sayyidah Aisha said, I was jealous of her, and she was in the grave, because he would talk about her and weep from longing. So if Allah had done it, look at the insane mercy of Allah toward his creation. If Allah had made his first wife a young woman who'd never been touched, right? That would be the model that everyone will be following.
You would think.
You would think. Well, now, what is our reality in this age? There's a lot more models of Sayyidah Khadija's social situation in our community than it is Sayyidah Aisha's at this point. Because we've been marrying and divorcing, unfortunately, and, men leaving children here and all that sort of stuff. So we got to find a way to work through that. We must find a way to work through that. So how did the Prophet ﷺ, treat his wives? This is the best of creation. He was patient. He was forbearing. This is a miracle of his, because at one point, and we can't practice this, but he had 9 wives, and there's no complaint from any of them about anything. This is really amazing. So to his miracles, when Sayyidah Khadija saw him, we know now that she knew immediately that she loved him. She knew that immediately. But she was a woman of higher birth. She had a lot of money. She had something to lose. You know, he was a man of the best lineage ever. We know that, but he didn't have money. He was a tradesman. He would buy and sell firewood, all these things. So what she did was she hired someone to watch him and report back to her the information. And then she gave him a job. So he's working for this woman, and this this investigator was watching him, and then he came back and he gave some reports to her. He said the first thing is, whatever he tells you that he sold, that's not the case. So she became nervous, like, oh man, I knew something was gonna go wrong. So what do you mean? He said, whatever he gives you, he always gives you more than what you should have received.
Wow.
SubhanAllah. That's the first thing. And then the second thing was, anytime he goes in the marketplace, everybody sells out of everything from his barakah. Everybody sells out of everything when he shows up. And the third thing is, every place he goes, a cloud covers him. That was one of his miracles. I said that to state that miracle. At that point, that's when she wrote the request to marry him, the proposal. Yeah, because she knew that she could trust him. So even in that case, you're talking about the best of creation. There was an investigative process. She didn't just jump in and say, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And part of that we may be able to attribute to her having had 2 situations that didn't work out in previous marriages. Now she knows, I must be responsible. It's not just about me. I got these children here and I can't go through this again. So I'm saying that to your audience for a reason, is that, women, you can't just make these silly, determinations, at 16 or 18, or, this age where women start liking men. Some of that can be excused. But then once you start having experiences and you have people you're responsible for, like children, then you can't, have your nose up in the clouds and then subject these children to just any old thing, because that's part of what our problem is that many of us are products of women that made those unwise decisions and then took us through that. So we thought that was normal. So we take our kids through that, right? So that's part of. I want to say that speaking to your, matrimony thing, um, that you're doing here, and may Allah increase that. So that was one of his miracles. Every place he went, he had a cloud covering him. When you go to Arabia, you realize what a miracle that is, because it's sunny, it's hot, and imagine that. When the monk saw him in Syria, how he knew one of his signs when he saw this cloud moving along with the caravan. He said, "Wow, that's one of the signs of the Messiah. Who's in this caravan?" Yeah, yeah. And the Prophet ﷺ never had a shadow. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
He never had a shadow. Light doesn't have a shadow. He's pure light.
Subhanallah.
Yeah.
Subhanallah. Imam, we
Yeah.
appreciate you for giving us knowledge every time we close out. Again, for anyone who's joining, Imam Hassan is not looking for a wife. I know this is
No.
single and Muslim. This is the end of our life where he comes in, he gives us more knowledge. He tells us some things that we really need to know about, need to work on. And even though we haven't left on a note where we have more questions like last time when we didn't get to finish community and then we brought you on, I still want to bring you on next Sunday, and I will propose a topic for you to discuss if that's okay.
Absolutely. Any Sunday you need me, I'm here. And if I could suggest, because we have time. I'm not going anywhere, inshallah. May Allah give us all long life. Perhaps you could ask some of your audience if they have some things
So
that they would like to discuss.
what a great, great,
Yeah.
great suggestion. And you all, please feel free to DM me throughout the week. Maybe something happened and you're like, "Ooh, this is something I need help on." Hit the DMs, okay? So by next Sunday when we come back and you work your nerve up and now you do want to come on the live and stay and chill until the end of it where we bring the man back, we can get your questions answered, okay? And inshallah, maybe next time we won't have a topic. Maybe we'll just have the floor open. So if anyone has
Yeah.
something they want to talk about, you guys just hit those comments, let us know, and we'll carry the conversation on like that.
Let me say this to you. That last sister that came on, she mentioned something about the previous husband and him having these emotional issues with
Yeah.
her and this and that. That's something I really like to talk about more extended at some point, is where that comes from with, in particular, us black men. That's a major issue. That's a problem. Is that, some black men are having these issues where they're not looking for the wife to be the wife. They're looking for her to be their mother, and that's totally unjust. It's
Sure.
totally unfair, and it creates it's a major oppression, and it's a lot more prevalent than I think is being led. That sounded like what she was dealing with. I don't know, but this emotional thing, that's not what we're supposed to be doing. It has to be, and I know that in my situation, I was raised by my father, and he was resolute about raising me. Like, even when he and my mother separated for a period of time, he wouldn't let her take me. And the reason being is that he was raised in a household with his grandmother and his mother and his aunt. And he always felt like he had a deficiency because of that. And he is, without doubt, as far as living men, the best man that I know, right? Because he was intentional about learning manhood. He told me that he didn't learn how to be a man until he married my mother, and her father mentored him.
Wow.
So it doesn't have to be a biological father. But I know for a fact that from what he told me and from what I observed, that this tendency to be, that was one of the stressors, and I'm giving you a really personal bit of information. That was one of the stressors between he and my mother when they were married, is that this emotional tendency. And she wasn't accustomed to that in a man because she was raised by a father. Yeah. So this has to be addressed.
And
It's a big problem.
I
Yeah.
would actually love to open that up for next week. I think that is a great place to start
Sure.
because we don't always know how to deal with that. As we all know,
You
broken homes
shouldn't have to.
are very
Yeah.
common in our community. So we don't even know where to start. I know about women, but I don't know about men because I didn't really have men
Right.
growing up. So
Right.
let's
Right.
talk
Right.
about
Right.
that next week, you guys.
Okay.
And I see you guys are already asking questions, but this live has been about 2 hours. So your
I'm
girl
sorry.
gotta go.
I'm gonna put
But
the
man,
can I put the masjid Instagram in the comments?
say it again.
Can I put the masjid Instagram in the
And
comments?
this is the message that's in Alabama.
Yeah,
What
that's
part?
right across the street from my house.
Okay. What part of Alabama?
And this is a town called Shorter. It's just north of Montgomery. So from Atlanta, like an hour and 45 minutes south.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me pin that so it'll
So if
stay
they
at the
have
bottom.
questions that they want answers to in the interim, they can DM us there, and then as I can get to them, that might save us time. But may Allah bless you and increase you, because I see that, or at least I suspect that there was a personal need you had, and you did something very wise, and that's that when you have an issue, the wisest thing is to figure out how to solve it for everyone as opposed to yourself. Because when you figure out how to solve it for everyone, Allah gives you the solution in that. When you try to figure it out for yourself, you'll be kind of like running in circles for years. So that's very big of you, inshallah. But I ask Allah to bless you in what you're doing, and to make this thing bigger. And um, we need this type of female Muslim voice out there. It's very authentic. It's and it feels like a very good space. And I look forward to this. I really appreciate you including me in
Alhamdulillah. I think Allah did that. This wasn't a plan.
it.
This wasn't anything on my mind. It
Yeah,
literally
alhamdulillah.
happened as it happened. So alhamdulillah
Alhamdulillah.
that
Alhamdulillah.
the pieces
Alhamdulillah.
are being placed exactly where they're supposed to be. And we thank you. Everyone, make sure you thank the Imam for giving us his time, for
Yes.
giving us his energy, his knowledge, his wisdom.
I'll give you some more tidbits on Molid Fest when we meet next week, inshallah. Just tell me what time you want me to be on, okay?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna shoot you a text, okay? Shukran.
Afwan. Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Oh, alhamdulillah. Don't you just feel so calm? Listen, whenever I close my mouth, I open my ears and I allow knowledge to just come in. When I'm done soaking, I feel so good. When in my car, I'm on YouTube. I'm listening to Mufti Mink. I'm listening to Yasir Qadi. I think I said his name right. I'm listening to Brother Umar. I'm listening to different Magdad, different people with knowledge, different sheikhs, different imams, and they just speak life. They speak in life, because I feel like knowledge is life. In Islam, you're always supposed to keep studying. You're never going to be done learning about Islam. So all the reverts who go, I don't know anything. We don't either. The best of us know that we know nothing. So it's amazing to have him come in, and I really, really, really appreciate you. And ma'am, I am going to close out the live, but make no mistake, as long as Allah allows, as long as God permits, we will be back next Sunday at 8 o'clock. So if you haven't already set your notifications, please go to my social, make sure you do so that when it's time to come on in, we roll up in here, we get some good knowledge, we have some laughs, we have fun, we get to know each other. And inshallah, like you said, we can grow this bigger, we can grow this better. We might even do some live events, like live actual people sometime. That would be really, really exciting. And when you want to build up that nerve to get your butt in here and actually come on the live because you're single and you tired of being in an empty bed, you let me know so that we can get you in here. I really want to ask Allah to bless you with what he has for you. I want to ask Allah to make things easy for you, to comfort your heart and your soul when you're feeling lonely and you don't want to do things that cause temporary comfort, smoking, drinking, fornication, dating. I want to ask Allah to bless you with the strength to stay on your path, to stay guided, to stay focused while you're waiting for your mate. And when you meet that mate, I pray that Allah allows you to know that he's the one who sent this person for you, that he is going to bring you clarity for you to know that this is the person for me. And I pray with all of my heart that you find who you're looking for and your soul is mated with the best person, okay? I mean, So you guys make sure you come back next Sunday, okay? We're going to do it all over again. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings to you. Have a wonderful night. Have a great week that's coming up. Go out there, get your coins, okay? Stay focused. Don't get sidetracked. You are not somebody who hangs out. You ain't looking for no friend. You not dating. You're waiting patiently, and God will do the rest. You do the hard work, getting yourself out there and staying focused, keeping your legs closed, keeping your bed empty until it's allowed. Okay? Okay. Good night.